So I have to tell you, when my child talks, one of my kids talk to me, I listen closer. I really do. I listen from my heart. I do. When Alexis wants to talk to me, I really listen from my heart. I really do. So I look them in the eyes. There's nothing like looking into the eyes of a child or someone you love or your father, your mother. And I look in the eyes. I look them in the eyes. I shake their hands differently. I hug them differently. There's a different feeling.
Yep.
I definitely can tell you the way that you shake your best friend's hand is different than, in general. I tell them how I feel about them, often and loud and frequent. I call them often. Often. The people that mean the most to me. I never forget their birthdays, not a one of them, ever. I never forget their birthdays. I ask them to do things. Cassandra, would you like to go golfing? Marianne, you want to go to a movie? Well, I ask them to do things, i.e. your concert. That was good, Toby. I buy them gifts wherever I travel, wherever I think of them, whatever reminds me of them, which I know Dennis has done some of that too. So I send them things. When it's my friends, I know every one of my friends' kids' names, and I know everything about them. And I visit them. You can't be best friends with someone if you don't visit them, if you're not there. So, we talked about many things, but there are no outside calls. There's no friendship. That is an absolute guarantee. So, as many outside calls as you make, that's as many. So far this month, I've made 31 outside calls. Next week, I'm scheduled for 12. I'll have 43 this month. So, you can't make a difference, and you can't have friends if you don't go face to face. You can't hug them. You can't shake their hands differently. You can't look them in the eyes. You can't listen from your heart if you don't go face to face. I will never. The rest of you mark this on the. As long as I'm working here, I will never stop visiting 400 customers a year. I don't care. Period. Because that's what it's about. That's who we are. That's what we believe in. That's whatever. And I can't do any of the things I do with my family and my children and my friends if I don't go there. It starts first. If I could figure out a way to make 70 outside calls, that would be my goal. I mean, obviously, some of my responsibilities have led me elsewhere. But that's the thing. You can't treat them differently if you don't go there. So I just can't tell you how important it is to go face to face. You guys are experiencing that this weekend. Everyone feels different about everyone in this room. Why is that? You talk to each other on the phone for months, years. You feel differently. Why?
Put a face with a name.
Yeah.
Met them.
And when you all leave, when this is done, something transpires. The same thing as what happens on an outside call. And it might be more gradual. The handshakes will be different, and your hugs will be different than when you came in here Thursday. That's how it is with a customer. Don't ever forget that. That's what you'll never, no matter what position you're in the company, no matter what you do, it's this, it's that. It's the new handshake. It's the new hug you guys will experience that you never had on the phone. So don't ever forget that. That's who we are. That's what we'll do. That's what I'll do the rest of my career. You can guarantee you, no matter where we go, whatever happens to the company, those 400 or 500 customers I will visit every year. Period. Because that's who we are.